So set the context. Ravi talked about complexity being in the last mile. And I mean, that's pretty obvious. Every day you see the pace of AI development changing. When I talk to my teams, they tell me, oh, this hyperscaler is ahead today. 2 weeks later, somebody's, leapfrogged them. So the pace is amazing. The number of solutions are, head spinning. There's a shortage of talent. And if somebody tries to implement it themselves, it's taking a lot of time. So that's where platforms come in. We help platforms with our clients to bridge the gap and provide that last mile connectivity. When we look at platforms, we started really thinking through a strategy in early 2023. And largely, we've grouped them into 3 different areas. The first is innovate, which is how can we use the power of cloud and AI to create new applications and services for our clients. And for that, we have 3 different platforms. Cognizant Flow Source, which is our full stack engineering platform, which you'll see Mike demo in a little bit. Neuro AI, that Babak talked about. And our latest platform, which is Neuro AI Engineering, which is actually the platform that generates these agents for all of the different users. Then we talk about modernize. Our clients are sitting on $2 trillion of legacy debt that needs to be modernized. They need to make it cloud native. They need to make it AI first. And so that has to happen, not just at the application level, but at the infrastructure level and at the data level. So we've got 2 platforms, SkyGrade and Ignition, that help you with that. So really simplifying your estate, taking down the cost. And the last area, but very important, is optimize. Because if you talk to any CIO, and I'm sure all of you will see this, a significant amount of your budget goes towards the run. So you've got a lot of your people just focusing on the run. And with Neuro IT operations, we're exactly addressing that. We're looking at your infrastructure, we're looking at your applications, and autonomously, we are reducing the effort needed. And it does 2 things for you. It reduces your budget, so you can move that budget somewhere else, ideally to innovate or modernize. And secondly, it gives your people something more interesting to do. Because, who wants to do run work when you can do really cool AI stuff, right? And this, the proof's in the pudding. Over the last couple of years, we've got over 400 plus examples of platform adoption across our clients. I'll touch upon a few benefits, and I'm not going to really drain the slide. So if you take modernize, we've got many examples of where we've gone in and taken, examples of where we have mainframes, and actually Mike's going to demo one of those examples. And we've been able to take out significant costs, 30 to 60% of the cost, by simplifying the IT estate. We've been able to drive innovation, and this step change really happened in early 2024, last year, with the arrival of code companions and vibe coding tools and so on. So now you didn't have to write all your applications from scratch. The machine was generating a significant amount of code. And from our estimation, and Ravi said, how we actually talk about how much we are able to do when we do our earnings calls, we are about 25% there. In areas where a machine can generate code, we've got 25% of that output being generated by machines. So that was a significant move last year. But that goes to the next level this year with agentification. So you went from the traditional way to being supported by code companions, and now you're taking it to the next level with agentification. And that's what Innovate is all about. And finally, optimize, which I just touched upon. It's all about rotating your IT staff, trying to make self-healing, autonomous support of your estates for infrastructure and applications. And I'll give you an example. We have a large media client in the US, and we've been able to provide them 40% savings on their run. And more importantly, it's not just cost takeout. They've got a faster triage rate of 92% on issue resolution. So clients are actually seeing, a change in quality, in addition to, of course, the cost coming down. Now I'm going to touch upon, and the other thing which is very important is we continuously work to incorporate the latest technology. So this year's focus has been to get agents into all of our platforms.